Hello, hello. My the French friend. I okay. So I've been watching this for 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds. I found two problems. One right off the bat is your kickoffs, which you don't want to have shit in 1v1s. At this kickoff, you okay. So at this kickoff, you dodged too early, so you lost all of this. Look how slow you are. You're very slow, and you're jumping. Let me just show you this. You're jumping so fucking far away from the ball, man. Don't ever jump so early. So you're jumping too early and you have no speed. You almost win the kickoff because you did pretty much a delayed kickoff. I don't know if that was your intent. It was not a bad kickoff, but your first kickoff was absolute shit. So the reason why it's shit is okay. So you jump again very early. So there was another 50-50 I think in the game, not sure. After the kickoff, your 50-50s are kickouts. So kickouts are 50-50s. In 50-50s you want to be going supersonic. I think he is. You're not. So you're not going supersonic, and you want to jump as late as possible. So he's doing a good kickoff, and he wins it like a boss. And because you jump so early and so high, you're fucked. You're gonna score from this because he's a scrub, but that's about it. He passes you the ball and then he fucks off. Okay, so your kickoffs are not the best. Let's see what happens. Okay, I think this is your second mistake. I'm not sure. Okay, so don't challenge the balls in the corners. So from here, okay, let's see this from his perspective. Okay. See this? Let's watch it from his perspective. Okay, right now is like the okay. So look at where his car is, and look where the ball is, and then look where you are. You on that side hitting the ball anywhere towards this guy's car is going to go into his car and will not go into the goal. What does not go into his car will go into the wall behind him, and it will never go into the goal. So challenging in the corners is never a good idea because he'll always get the better of it. I usually just wait for them to get out of their area, so I attack them. He made a shit kickoff. I don't know what you did. Let me see. Okay, that was much better, but still could have been a bit better. That was a poor flick. Okay, you fucked it up. I want to watch a lot of this. I gave you like two big tips that I'll check if you're doing them often. That was not a good 50-50 again because you hit it with your roof. So you want as much speed as you can. I don't know why you went for that. Okay, so you have good position here, like very good. Being here when he's on their side is very good, but he's obviously going for it, so you should be paying attention. He saves it, and then you go for the okay, so here's your problem. 50-50s, you should always watch so that you hit it with your nose. So you're always aiming it with your nose. The goal you made before, like not too long ago, like here, the shot was, I mean, it was an open goal, so it doesn't really matter. But your shot is shit. Like you jump again very early and you hit it with your roof, sorry, with your butt. So I think if you focus just on hitting the ball with your nose and not attacking in the corner, that's like half the job done. And for the third mistake I saw your kind of poor flick. So I would recommend for flicks to just get into free play and start making a habit of how to learn. So the way I learn is I get into free play or training or whatever, and I pick something I'm not good at. For example, let's take your flicks, and I say I'm not good at flicks, and then in my head I come up with the best way to flick, and then I visualize it in my head. It's very important to visualize how the ball is in your car, how fast you're going, where the ball is, visualize you moving your fingers on your controller. It sounds stupid maybe, but it really is really helpful. If you just visualize the whole process of you having the ball on your car and then flicking it. Okay, so when you have visualized, then you try it out in practice. For example, I don't have to practice. I know if I just have the car somewhere around here, if you watch, it doesn't matter if you watch the ball on my car or if you watch my car on the floor and you watch on the floor this small outline is. So I know if I have the ball here somewhere, whoops, not like there, I'll have a nice flick if I flip diagonally. So how I do it is I first visualize it, like I said, then I go into practice and I try to first I warm up a bit, like if it's flicks, then I try to just keep it on my roof for a while and like do my best to keep it on the roof, and then go to my visualizing part. So I visualize I'm holding it like this and then do that, and so I do that, and then I repeat that until I'm like satisfied with the result. So if I do that, I'm like nope, no. And then when I think I got the hang of it, so for example, whoops, so for example, if I do something like this and I'm like, okay, that was not a bad flick. So then I say, okay, I think I know how to do it now, and then I have to do it 10 times in a row successfully, or I just start over again. So visualize, get into practice, warm up a bit, try to get it down. If you make a mistake, for example, you visualized poorly, so it doesn't work like you intend. For example, holding it on your center of your roof, so you do kind of that, where it goes. Okay, that was actually a good flick. Whoops. You kind of hold it on the middle of your car, so you do this, and it's a shit flick. And then like, oh, what am I doing wrong? You have to ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? And then the answer for that specific was you holding it on your center of your car instead of like on the front a bit. When you hold it in the front, it's a better flick anyways. So visualize, get into practice, try it out. When you get it right, do it 10 times in a row, and then try it in a game. It usually, whatever it is, for me it takes somewhere between half an hour to 2 hours. At 2 hours it took me for like wall bounce reads like this, for example. Then I go for it and I whiff a million times. And when I was doing that, it took me actually 2 hours on 2 separate days to get it right. And things like when I was training for a snow day, making those pin shots, it took me like 5 minutes. But for things like flicks, it took me 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. So visualize, get into practice, try it out, see if it's wrong or if it's right. If it's right, do it 10 times successfully in a row. If it's wrong, see what's wrong, visualize again, get into practice, see if it's right or wrong, and then if it's right, do it 10 times successfully in a row. If it's still wrong, then do it again. And if you're lost, just go for a tutorial on YouTube. I don't know if your flicks are actually your problem, because you did just make one shitty flick. What you do wrong is, I know for sure, is when you do this. So you do it with your roof. You have to kind of chill when you're shooting. So just get into practice and then kind of focus on your nose. And whatever you do in free play, usually just focus on hitting it with your nose. For example, this. And then I want to hit it with my nose. Like, I want to hit it with my nose. Can I hit it with my nose? Thank you. So like this. So I hit it with my side. So I'm like, no, that's not good. I have to hit it with my nose. So I hit it with my nose. And I always hit it with my nose. I just try to hit it with my nose. See? Hitting with the roof. Okay, so kickoffs. That's another thing I wanted to say. Hitting with your roof is not very good. So I don't know if that was planned. The delayed kickoff. Delays are not too bad, but you have to be careful with them. But you usually want to have you want to learn how far your dodge can take you after you're boosting. So to get speed, I kind of I had too much speed there, so I have to dodge a bit earlier. So so dodges work. I'll start with that. Dodges work by giving you percentage of speed. So a forward dodge will give you like 10% more speed, meaning if you're driving like maximum speed from the trigger button like I am right now, it will give you 10% more speed. If we do what you did and don't even get to half the speed on trigger like this, then it will give me only 10% speed, and it will give me 10% speed of that very slow speed, which is not a lot. So you usually want to get a bit of speed, and then dodging. You want to dodge like this, so that your goal is behind you and your ball is in your nose, because wherever they hit it, they won't get to your goal because your car is in the way. And you want to jump as late as possible. Look at the distance, and you want to hit it with your nose. So a lot of speed, good angle on the ball, and you want to what was I talking? Okay, you want to hit with your nose, with a lot of speed, and you wanna dodge in the right way. So that's the two things. Oh, the last thing I mentioned in the video was corner fights. Never take them. They're really really in a disadvantage. And also, if you're defending, take the corner fights as advantage. So bait them into attacking you while you're in your corner. I'll finish this video right now, and I'll watch more of the replay, see if I missed something. Until then, I'll just upload this and send it to you and see what you think.